Hey everybody, good evening. Welcome back to the TARDIS. A couple of things. First off, I want to apologize to folks. I read some comments today that some folks were asking me questions and I never gotten around to answer them. I do apologize. I tried to get some answers off to you. Unfortunately, just due to so much time in a day, if a video is more than a day or two old, I normally by then, after 2 or 3 days, I don't get back to read any new comments. And if you had put comments down there and asked a question that I didn't answer, I apologize. I either didn't see it, or I saw it and didn't have an answer for you, or I went to told myself I'd research the answer and then just got lost the show. I apologize. It's just me here. But I did try to. I spent a lot of day trying to catch up on answering a lot of questions that folks had asked me. So fortunately, I did figure out on YouTube how to bring up a name, and so that would, all the people with that name would pop up, so it would help isolate who was asking questions that wasn't getting answered. And the longer the channel's around, it's kind of like the more time I'm spending on the computer, the less time I'm building. I mean, that's not a complaint. That's just the way it goes. So normally in the morning, I get up, I grab my coffee, usually with no idea what I'm going to talk about when I come out here. Sometimes I got something on my mind, and then do the thing, my coffee, spend an hour or so getting that edited and uploaded. By then, I have to do the grown-up stuff, and then I come out and work here in the evening and put together these evening videos. And once I get done with this, I'll spend an hour or more getting this edited. Of course, some take a lot longer, some take 2 or 3 hours to edit if I start sticking a lot of pictures. Again, I have a very slow computer. Yes, it needs to be replaced. But I did want to apologize. I'm not ignoring anybody. And if I didn't get back, all I can say is very, very sorry about that. I don't want people to feel like they're being snubbed. That's the total opposite of what I want out of this channel. I want you guys to have a good time. And remember, you can always email me. The emails I get from YouTube, I cannot respond to. So if you want to email me, maxismodels@yahoo.com, and just shoot me a straight email. And if I have an answer for you, I'll get back to you with it. And if I have to look it up, or I'll try to. But again, that just falls into the category of working here by myself. I tend to lose track of things, as you probably already figured out. So I, again, do apologize. Don't want anybody to be put off. Now, to the models. I got the 51 LeSabre done, and that's just the neatest car since the Batmobile. I think it would make the perfect car for a villain like the Joker and the Riddler. I can just see a chase between that and the Batmobile. That would be awesome. I wish they put that car in production. It is just so cool. And I'm glad the Soul Example is still around. And you guys had told me in the video that I'd linked last night, they said that Harley Earl used it as his personal driver for some years. So I'm glad the car survived. It's just neat. And yes, it was inspired by one of my favorite aircraft, the F-86 Sabre jet, thus the name LeSabre. The Zaku Mecha, I might take that with me on the trip. I have to look and see what the schedule is. Something like that is great to take with me if I'm going to have one of those days where I have a lot of time in the hotel. If it's going to be short nights, there's no point. I won't have a chance to get to it. But probably this month, I think it will go on the road with me, and I'll do a road build. And of course, I'll keep a photo diary, which, depending on how much time I have in the hotel, I may get it all built in one day. I won't be bringing paints or anything with me. It'd simply be an assembly. Also, I got the floats painted on the racer. I got them filed and painted. And somebody said, save the race plane, save the Supermarine. I'm like, I'm trying. I think we're going to save it. It's from certain angles, it'll look a little wonky, but from other angles, I think it's going to look pretty good. So, stronger, better, faster. Yeah. If you guys remember the $6 Million Man, we can make him stronger or faster. Anyway, also, I've been doing some research on rockets, learning, how to get my weight and balance and center pressure, all that right. So I'll be repairing the rockets at some point. And I didn't realize how many of you guys are Rocketeers. I'm getting a lot of great advice. I've been watching the DIY videos. Some of them are 15 years old, but it's still good about how to use the wood filler to smooth them out and things like that. And just all the internet, great resource. I got the GB taped off, got the new X-Acto knife blade, got everything carved out. I could not see the impressions through the tape, so I kind of had to freehand it. I think I got it right. Well, knowing the paint's on. Right now it's got a heavy coat of clear coat on it drying, and I might put a second one on, because obviously to avoid bleed. because, and I think I'm going to use, a couple of you guys would recommend the fine tip pen. I think that's probably what I go if I can find one the right shade. If I can't find a dark enough blue, then I'll just go ahead and use black. Now, there is something kind of cool in model world that literally cropped up recently. Aurora, of course, as I'm sure most of you know, made the Godzilla kit, which was very popular, still is very popular. And what a lot of people don't know is that there were other kits that they made patterns for that never actually went into production. I don't even think they had the molds made for them. In fact, if they had made the molds, I would think they would have put them in production, because the mold's really the super expensive part. One of them was a second Godzilla, and the other was from the 1955 movie This Island Earth, the Metaluna Mutant. Now, both of these, the second Godzilla and the Metaluna Mutant, were both designed and sculpted by the same team. Dave Cockrum did the design work, and Ray Myers did the sculpting. And Ray Myers had done the original Aurora Godzilla. And apparently, for whatever reason, they never got into serial production. Apparently, the two patterns went into the vault. Now, some 50 years later, let's see, for 46 years later for one, and I don't know how long for the other, these pop up on eBay. Just looking at the way they're wrapped and everything, and that they've got the runner trees for the parts, they give the impression of being injection molded, but they could be resin, or they could be some kind of different type of injection. I have trouble believing that somebody actually cut steel molds to do this. And then I find this website, and it says that the original, and it only deals with the Godzilla one, but it says that the original second Godzilla pattern was sold on eBay. How that happened, I have no idea, but whoever got it has a really rare thing. Well, then from there, apparently they scanned it in great detail and made these, were able to somehow make these replica kits. I have, since I don't know what medium they're made in, I don't know what technique was used. Where did these come from? I mean, these kind of popped out of nowhere, and or perhaps I should say re-popped out of nowhere. See what it did there. Anyway, so to be honest, I'm kind of excited by this. I'm impressed by whoever did it, first off, just knowing what it takes to get something like this made. Now, if it's 3D printed, okay, not as impressive, but still impressive. I mean, they had to get all the scans and everything. It's just that little bit of kit model history that we thought was lost. I mean, I didn't even know there was a second Godzilla mold. At least I don't think I knew it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't know that. And then somebody went to the trouble to make a kit out of it. Now, no, I'm not going to buy one. I clearly have plenty of things to do, and with real world stuff going on, I can't really afford to be spending that on that. But I'm just thrilled to know there are people still out there doing that kind of stuff. And to whoever's behind all of this, just salute. Models rock, don't they? I mean, come on. This is just cool, isn't it? Okay. And I can think of a whole bunch of other kits that I'll bet the stuff's floating around out there that somebody, hopefully could do that with. These patterns, which are the units from which the molds are made, are pieces of fine art in their own right. And I wonder how many other patterns are floating around there in private collections. And I wonder if something like this will be done with other kits. So if you were going to have a kit from your youth that just sort of disappeared, we know a lot of them are still being made, hooray. But if there was one that's just kind of vanished from the planet that you would love to see somebody make a limited run of, what would your choice be? Let's call that the question of the day. So anyway, as you can tell, I just thought this was just cool, And guys, That's really about all I got for tonight. So take care. Everyone have a wonderful evening and model on.